No, I don't think the play will be much like this at all. I think it'll be a little bit more subdued there, a little more sober.
After you've shown at Hell, it's pretty hard to show anywhere else.
Can't help myself, Friday night, a couple of beers, rock and roll, it's just like I'm in hog heaven.
We have the barbecue, we have the DJs, we have the music, we have the movies, we have the footy. We do all these things that you're generally not supposed to do at art openings.
They're just willing to take a risk and let you do what you want to do and help you carry that out.
I think we began Hell Gallery as a reaction to something we felt was missing in the art community. It can be quite an awkward environment, the art world sometimes, especially trying to, socialise in these brightly lit white rooms, talking about art. And we definitely emphasise the celebratory aspect of it here at the openings. It's like having your 21st or your 40th.
That's right. Look, the primary audience is other artists. But what that means is it's peer-to-peer. It's about a community, it's about subculture, it's about artists talking to each other about their work.
We received an email from a curator in New York who was explaining this project at the Tate Modern, which was part of the 10th birthday celebrations. The project was they were inviting 50 independent gallery spaces and collectives from around the world to set up in the Turbine Hall.
I'm very, very excited. Hell Gallery, their proposal above all is very open and flexible, so we look forward to working with them and to come up with something that will be exciting and energetic. The idea is very, very simple. It's a festival which looks a bit slightly like an art fair, but is not for commercial galleries. The idea of the festival was to invite these organizations to come and present themselves, and there are no specific rules on what they could present. They could bring artworks or performances.
Our first question to them was, well, how did you find us or hear about us? And the response was that they had been suggested our gallery by an Australian curator called Rosemary Ford.
I met her here in New York and she told me about Hell Gallery, so it's a word of mouth mainly.
I think they were looking for initiative and new ways for exhibiting art. There's certain features of Hell which are really important to us, and that's namely the bar and the barbecue and the atmosphere at our events here. So we would like to try to recreate a little Hell overseas, sort of like a Hell away from home. We want to incorporate a lot of the artists that have shown in Hell, and also our friends and the people that support us and come along to the openings. We're under very strict orders from the Tate that we weren't allowed to serve anything with real food or drink in them, so we're basically faking it, and we'll be serving cardboard cut-out beer bottles and fake burgers made out of card and scrap.
Jess and Geordie are completely open to any possibility, and they allow artists to be really intuitive and, I guess, to jam it.
We're attracted to artists that don't have it too easy on the scene, I guess. Maybe, you call them the troublemakers.
It was just like this family environment. It was heaven in hell, it was heaven in hell. I didn't want to go home.
There are dozens of artist-run initiatives in Melbourne, and it really has become a really significant birth moment for a lot of young artists. It's your first show, it's your first moment in the spotlight, or it's the first time you're trying out something that a dealer might not be that interested in.
It is a social occasion, and it's an opportunity for the artist to be ambitious, but for the scale not to be overwhelming, I think.
I'm excited for them, yeah. I mean, look, I've never been to the Tate, so it's hard for me to imagine where they're going, but I know it's a big deal and I know that's great, so yeah, good on them.
Where do we go after the Tate Modern?
We did plan world domination though, Jess, so this is one further step.
One step closer.
Which way to go?